Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's the moment everybody has been waiting for Unpopular Review Wrestling's Money in the Bank 2025 prediction show. I am the host here of the show tonight. I am Mad Dog Kelly, aka the news guy here for UPRW. And to I guess my left, because the opposite here, is Big Daddy Cool from the Rated R Review Show. Thank you for being here, Big Daddy Cool. It is an honor to have you on the rebranding of this prediction show. So I'm very happy to have you here tonight.
It's my pleasure to be here with you, Mad Dog, and it's my pleasure to be here with the people watching Unpopular Review. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you guys love wrestling, like talking about wrestling, if you're new here, Mad Dog and myself, we like talking about wrestling. There's about
No.
23 different hosts on Unpopular Review that love talking about different types of wrestling. So there's something for everybody. Please like and subscribe, and I'm sure
That's
you'll
a
find
lot
something that
of
you like.
hosts. That's a lot of hosts. Wow. We have a lot of people. Okay.
I
Man,
might be off with that number, Matt,
okay.
by maybe a
Okay.
little, or maybe not. I don't know. You'll
I
have
have
to
no
tune in and see.
idea. Just tune into the channel and see. But this Money in the Bank, I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Some of the matches I'm excited for, other matches I am not that excited for. You know what I
Really?
mean? Like it's just there's just I don't know, it's just not they're doing it for me right now. As you know, I've been kind of watching that other company. They've been putting on a lot of bangers recently. But let's see here. Going on
What
here
do you
we
want to
go.
start with, Mad Dog? Which match do you want to
We're
start?
going to take the World's Collide. Yeah. I don't have World's Collide predictions.
Let's do that too tonight. Let's do that
Okay, I don't
afterwards.
have that, so you're gonna have to get that up.
We'll wing it after the Money in the Bank ones.
Okay. All right, sounds great. We'll start with the oh god, can I get it down here? Where is it? Come on here. Okay, why is my screen not loading here? Come
You need
on
help.
here.
Which one do you want me to bring up?
Let's do Becky and Lyra. I don't know why my there we go. Thank you, Big Daddy Cool. Glad you're helping me out here. Okay, yes. So this one is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. I believe winner has to raise each other's hands. This sounds so silly to me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, if you
Yeah.
tuned into Monday night, you know how much I detest Lyra Valkyria. I think
No.
she should be part of the releases. But we're gonna find out. Everybody, so I know that Lyra's gaining momentum. At least that's what people are telling me. That people love Lyra. Everybody loves Woo, and everybody loves Lyra. I can't stand her. I call her
Yeah.
Feathers because that's all she does is come out here with the feathers.
Feathers.
That's it. So
I
my
love it.
money in the bank goes to Becky Lynch. Listen, she's been a heel, but she's talking all she's talking straight. She's keeping it real. Lyra's a
Becky's
turncoat.
getting
She's
that.
just trying to follow in the steps of Becky Lynch and trying to gain fame
Right.
from her credibility.
Right. I have to go if I guess I am allowed to make a prediction too. I guess that's the whole point of this whole thing. I'm going Becky Lynch as well. Big Daddy Cool. I have to agree with you on this.
Good.
I don't think Becky's gonna so win this, and I don't know what they're gonna do after Becky wins this, but yeah, Becky's
Oh,
definitely
listen,
gonna win.
Becky's going to go on. I'll tell you what they're going to do, Mad Dog. They're going
I
to
would
go.
love to hear it.
Becky's going to go on to greatness again. She's going to do what she does best and put somebody else over that's not named Lyra or Feathers. And Feathers is going to go back to catering. That's what's going to happen.
I heard Bailey might step up.
If Bailey knows what's good for her, she'll stay out of this match and leave Becky alone. All right, Bailey, I love you, but please stay out of this match. Thank you.
I'm telling you, this match gonna be crazy, but I think it's definitely the time for the Lyra to just give up the belt to Becky.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Let's catch up some of these comments.
Yes, absolutely. We
Sabrina is
got
watching
here.
us. Hello,
Hello,
boys. Hi, how you doing?
hi, Sabrina. Hi,
Sabrina hosts
Wrestling
the
Doll.
NXT review show on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, guess who
Great
was
show.
who was guest hosting that one? I was there with her doing that. That was
That's right. I saw you. You know what? What do you think of Mariah May?
oh my goodness, I called it out months ago and nobody wanted to believe me. Everybody here, everybody all over said, no, man, dog, she's there. And then she shows up in NXT and I was right all along with my wrestling research. I call it research.
That's right. I know.
I hate the other word everyone else uses on this
You
channel.
know,
You
I
know,
heard that show that you said that Mariah May was coming.
mhm.
And I didn't want to believe it, but I believed it because it came out of your mouth. And
Yeah,
you know
thank you
what? I was
so
talking to my
much.
friend George. This George, he's got a lot of learning to do when it comes to wrestling. And I told him, I go, Mad Dog says Mariah's coming. And he said, I don't believe it. And look at him now. Look at him
Yeah,
now.
yeah, let's get into some more
Doing
comments here. Hi,
perfects
Jeffrey.
off the pitcher's face.
Uh, the well, speaking of George, he's in the chat here too.
That's the
It
same
barely
George. There he
oh,
is.
barely interferes. That could happen. That could
That's
happen.
not happening. You know why it's not happening? Because George said it.
I mean, hold on. Let's see here. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Jeff.
And we got here. Don't. uh, we have here
Oh,
wrestling doll here.
that's right. Sabrina says, never say never because anything is possible in wrestling. Mariah's going to
I
get pushed to the moon.
I agree. I agree with that completely. I think Mariah is going to get pushed to the moon. I think she'll probably get called up. Like the next match we're going to go into, we're just going to do this. Is going to be this match here, which I already know
Oh, you know,
who
you listen, you know
I
who my
know
favorite in this
where he's
match is.
going with this.
Listen,
Get off there.
Mark is a 4-letter word, and a lot of people think that there's a lot of dirty 4-letter words, but Mark around here is not one. And I have no problem saying I'm a big Stephanie Vaquer Mark. This woman, I was crying on Monday. They showed her promo package,
Yeah.
all talking in Spanish, cutting promos. That's my champion. That's mi campeona. You know what mi campeona means, Matt?
No, you tell me, Big
It
Daddy
means
Cool,
my
please.
champion. She is my champion, and she will
But
be
she
my.
lost the championship
But
though
still,
to
she's
that girl.
champion of all of our hearts. And you know what? After this Sunday, she's gonna be the Money in the Bank winner.
I don't know about that. There's a
Who,
lot of
who else,
great.
Matt? Who else?
Uh, I have to say, this
Oh,
comment right
Bret Hart
here.
is here.
Yes,
What?
he is. That's really cool. But I have to say, maybe Rhea Ripley out of all of the people. I gotta go with Brett, my main man Brett, on this one. I think Mommy in the Bank is a real thing.
It's hard to deny Bret Hart. I mean, he's a former multi-time world champion. I mean, Bret Hart knows what he's
He
talking
is.
about. But I'm sorry, Bret, you're wrong this time. Go back to Canada. Stephanie Vaquer is winning.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that.
You don't know,
The
but
other one I was gonna say is maybe Alexa Bliss. A lot of people say Alexa Bliss deserves it, but then I was thinking, well, she might go into a match with Charlotte Flair, and
Mhm.
it's SummerSlam, so they might not give it to Alexa Bliss. But a lot of people, and this comment by Zach here, I have to say, might be in dark horse is Roxanne Perez. What do you think about her?
Hey, listen, she's an up and comer. Nothing would make her feel more big than winning Money in the Bank. You know, she helped Finn Balor win this match on Monday night. Maybe Finn Balor helps her win Money in the Bank this Sunday night. We'll see. Um,
Saturday night, actually. But yeah, so says anybody but Rhea. Brett is always right. Hi, bad guy. Glad you're watching. George says here this match is tailor made for Naomi to win. What do you think about Naomi? Bad guy Jack says Naomi too. What do you
Look, there's a
think
lot of
about
people picking
Naomi?
Naomi. You know what I love about WWE is you don't know. You
Yeah,
don't know
no, yeah.
who is
That's
going to
what
win.
Triple
This is
H
not
said.
predictable. Look at these women again. Any one of these, except for Basic Giulia, is a favorite to win this. Basic Giulia
I don't
is
know. I
not.
like Julie. I think she's pretty with the blue hair and everything.
I'm sure you do, and I'm pretty sure she thinks you're pretty too. But guess what?
I
Pretty
am
doesn't cut it
pretty.
when it comes to
See?
winning the Money in the Bank, Mad Dog, and that's not going to happen for Basic Giulia. Naomi, listen, a lot of people like Naomi. I think Naomi's not going to win it.
Naomi deserves it. I'll tell you that. Out of but I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is Stephanie Vaquer, but I think it's just too soon. That's why
No,
I
no,
pick Rhea.
never too soon. Mad Dog, like I said on Monday night, and go watch back our review of the Monday Night Raw episode on our YouTube. But the question is not whether they're putting the rocket on Stephanie. The question is, how far is it going to go? Because it's already taken off. That's
Jeffrey
it.
says caution in the bank.
No, sit down, Jeffrey. No one's asking you.
Everyone's making me think Naomi might win this. I might have to go from Rhea Naomi here. Everyone's thinking Naomi here. It's pretty crazy.
You're going to listen
I
to these
agree
guys
with
and you're
that.
going to change your pick?
I don't know anymore.
You
I
can't-
still think it's going to be Mommy in the Back. I think Rhea.
All right,
I
there
think
you
that
go.
whole
Stick by
thing.
stick by your pick, man. Don't let
No.
these guys
I'm
say
staying
you're-
with Rhea. But everybody in the chat thinks Naomi. So, but they all deserve to be there. Even Giulia. Okay. Unlike the men's match, let me get it up here a second. Here, the men's match is a bit more. How can I say?
predictable.
Silly, I guess you could say.
Silly.
Because of one person who I can't believe they wasted a spot for. I hope
I know,
you know
right?
where I'm going
Seth
with
Rollins,
this.
what's he doing in here? He already won the thing. Why is he silly old Seth doing in here?
Seth, what are you talking about? I'm talking about Chad Gable.
Oh, and Chad Gable's not in this.
Americano's in this, and the Chad
Yeah, that's
Gable.
Grande
Yes.
Americano. Look at how
According
many
to Google
Latinos.
AI, I'm gonna bring that off here to bring us back. According to Google AI, Chad Gable is Grande Americano. Americano is Chad Gable.
I think that AI is wrong.
I said
This
it
is why
on
we're not
one
ready
of
to believe AI.
I said it on one of the. If you go check a couple weeks ago, I filled in for Radar Review Show. I said it was a Jekyll and Hyde storyline. Chad Gable by day, Americano by night. Right? I think that really is what's going on there, and I really do think that it's a waste of a spot. From what I've seen,
No, everybody's excited to see Grande in the match. Listen, this is the first time we've got 4 Latinos in Money in the Bank. This is great. Like, where's this picture again? I gotta throw this back up there. Look at this. We got Penta. He's great. We got Andrade. Who knew he was gonna win?
He's good.
And we got Grande and we got Colby. We got Colby Lopez.
Yes.
So great. Listen, any one of these guys can win it, but
Colby Lopez is Seth Rollins, right?
That is correct. And you know what? I think Seth might be a favorite. But
Seth is the favorite because he's got his whole faction backstage ready to do whatever it takes.
He does, but I think he's already he already knows that he's a favorite. He's already like a first
of course,
top contender, first contender.
Here,
I think that the guy that everybody's sleeping on is Solo Sikoa. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Solo Sikoa is your winner. Take it to the bank.
Okay. Yeah, Solo Sikoa. You know what? I will agree with that too. Honestly, I don't see really. I don't see LA Knight. I never really cared for LA Knight. I know a lot of people do. I just could never, I just never saw what the appeal was to him.
Hold on, Matt. Hold on. Let me read some of these comments, Matt.
Yeah,
we're going too fast.
Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sabrina says Penta or LA Knight would be my pick. El Grande Americano Starbucks order is my least favorite. That's only what I order now at Starbucks, Sabrina. That's the only thing. Anybody wants to
real?
Is that
real? Is that
Starbucks
a real
cards and so I can order more Grande Americano? Yeah, it's a real drink. That's a real coffee.
Wow! I didn't know they named
Grande
whatchamacallit after Chad Gable, a drink after Chad Gable. That's pretty cool.
Of course, because he's so. Wait a minute, hold on. I see what you tried to do there. You tried to
I got him on live. Everybody, I got him.
They're not the same person, right?
That was good. Oh, anyway,
George says, "What city is this premium live event in? It is in Los Angeles."
Oh yeah, that's right. They're doing that other one after this. We'll go over that. I don't have
before Money in the Bank is Worlds Collide.
Yeah. Isn't your champion working the double? Right,
that's right.
She's in the match.
My champion is working 2 shows because that's how
So
strong of a wrestler
so
she is.
is what's his name? So is Chad Gable. Chad Gable's
No,
working
Chad
two
Gable is
shows.
working one match on World
No,
Squad.
no,
They
he's remember I
fool me
told
once,
you
shame
Jacqueline
on
Hyde.
me.
Jacqueline Hyde.
Fool me twice, shame
He's
on you, Matt.
no, no,
Jeffrey says
no.
his pick is LA Knight.
I mean,
George says
I'm not
LA
into
Knight
them,
too.
but a lot of people like LA Knight. Yeah. Everyone's saying yeah in the
LA Knight,
chat.
yeah.
Um, I don't see what the appeal is. Big Daddy Cool.
Of
I
LA
just
Knight? LA Knight's
yeah.
over. Everybody, my son loves LA Knight.
I mean, I like LA Knight too. I just
It's updated.
he's not a world champion to me. You know what I mean? Like everyone else, in that match, besides Americano, of course, is world champion material.
Yep. Look,
So
look at
but
this, Mad Dog. What do you think about this? Said in our YouTube chat says, I think CM Punk will cost Seth Money in the Bank. What do you think about that?
probably, I mean, didn't Seth cost CM Punk a qualifying match?
He
A
did,
couple weeks ago on over Raw. You guys covered it over there,
right? It was
actually.
this past Monday, right?
Yeah. So go watch that one there. So I
Bobby
don't know.
says his Dark Knight is
Maybe
LA Knight. A lot of people here picking up
LA
on LA
Knight,
Knight.
yeah, everyone likes LA Knight. Like I said, I don't see the appeal. I don't know what it is.
Says Triple H hates LA Knight.
Is that
Katie,
true?
I
Really?
don't
I did
know.
not know that. Wow,
I don't
Seth
know.
bringing it.
It's the
I
first I
don't
heard.
know if Seth's gonna bring it home because, like someone else said in the chat, CM Punk is out there. But then again, Seth has his faction backstage. So
That's right.
I agree with Seth. I think Solo's gonna take that
Oh, look at
match.
that. I think we've got at least 5 different picks here. Charmaine is
Yeah,
here,
we do.
and she has
Charmaine
picked
says Penta.
Penta.
I
I
like
love it.
Penta. I want to see him with his brother in a tag team.
I
Actually,
think you're going
put
to get
those
that in
two together.
2026, but not right now.
That's a shame. I think they're better as a tag team than they are single stars.
The unofficial
Honestly.
camera woman says it's not Jekyll and Hyde. It's a mix of Hogan and Angle with Gable and Americano.
she,
Listen,
she
Chad
told
Gable
me
is
that on
different. Have different
Tuesday
moves.
too, and I understood. I said, "Okay, I see where she's coming from." Yeah,
Mad Dog, Grande Americano and Chad Gable have different moves.
yeah.
They have different
I don't know.
finishes,
I feel like it's the
different
same
clothes.
guy. I
No,
mean,
no. And Grande is from a different place.
oh, is that right? Where's he from?
He's from what is that? The Sea of not the Sea of Tranquility. What's it called?
The Sea of Tranquility. I
The
didn't know
ocean
that
of
was a place.
the
Ah,
you
my
know,
goodness. The Sea of Tranquility is from the
down there in
Sea
the
of
south. Bobby says it's too obvious that people think Seth will win.
I
Hints, I
agree.
don't think he will
Right.
win it because he doesn't need to cash in on the World Heavyweight
Yeah.
Champion. He's the one first contender. Yep, that's exactly
I
what I said.
think
Bobby, you're a
he
smart
is.
guy.
Yeah. I think he's just there to put everybody else over. Because obviously the plan's going to be CM Punk, Seth Rollins going into a feud after all this. So, Gulf of America, thank you, George. Finally, somebody said it. That's what it's called. Yeah.
No,
The
it's a sea
Sea
of
of
confusion.
Tranquility. The Sea of Confusion. Yeah, that's kind of what, it's kind of what happened
See,
there.
Jeffrey knows one has
Uh,
tan and the other one doesn't. See, it's so obvious. One's
but you
darker
can take
skin.
the tan off of him, though. I
No,
don't.
no, 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 no.
I
You
don't.
can't do that.
I
That's
don't.
like taking the tan off of me.
What's
You can't
I
do
don't know.
that.
I'd say Mike
Charmaine says she
Santana
saw
in the
Mike
Bronx.
Santana in the Bronx.
uh,
There's a lot of guys that
he
look like Mike Santana in
Mike
the Bronx.
Santana was on NXT, I think, the other night.
He was. He
That's a
was.
fun fact. He's over on NXT now, but I think he's in TNA. Um, let's see here. What else do we got here? Uh, who do you think will win the women's match?
Charmaine,
We
you're
went
like 5
over it.
minutes. Yeah, you're like 10 minutes behind. I love you, Charmaine. Listen, and
Uh,
Charmaine, you don't even need to ask me, really. You really, this question is for Matt because
yeah.
you know who my pick should be or is. Let's be real, Charmaine. Stop
My,
asking. You know, Mad Dog, tell her who your
yeah.
pick is.
Mine's Rhea Ripley, and Big Daddy's Cool's was of course Stephanie Vaquer. I hope I
That's
said
right.
her name right. If I didn't, you're probably gonna
I'm coming
have my
after you.
head. Anyway, everyone keeps asking who we picking for the women's match when we just did it.
Bobby. Yeah, Bobby, roll it
But
back. About 10 minutes. We
look,
did the women's one.
look. I think the women's match, I think the men's match is going to be phenomenal. I think these are going to be great matches because Triple H knows how to put on matches. Now, does Triple H know how to put on bangers? Then I don't know, especially after watching the other pay-per-view a couple weeks ago. Anarchy in the Arena was a complete banger, as you know.
I'm sorry,
So I don't
you
know.
misstated that. It was a complete disaster.
No,
Disaster.
no. It
You
was a
fell
great
asleep
match.
on it.
In the main event, I fell asleep. Anarchy in the Arena was a great match, good sir. Okay, but we're here to talk about WWE tonight. Anyway, the other match here, I gotta get some more comments here. So there was there was. Bobby says here. Big Daddy Cool taking Stephanie to win it. Of course he is.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
This
Every day, all day. Face,
Logan.
heel, it doesn't matter. She's my champion.
I actually drink Prime, believe it or not, Charmaine. I'm actually a Prime drinker. I actually like that stuff. It's actually pretty tasty. But then again, I'm a big fan of coconut water. So I got to get the next matchup here. The next matchup, I think,
the
is our
last
final match. There's only like 3 matches of this whole thing. So either you want to keep talking about the men and women's, what's going to happen, or if you want, we can go in the final match. But what do
Yeah,
you
no, we
think's going
can
to happen?
just jump into the final match because we want to jump into Worlds Collide after
I don't
we
have
wrap this up.
anything for Worlds Collide, so you're gonna have
I'll
to
read
help
that.
me out.
I'll follow you.
Okay, gonna
The
have to
last
Google
match on
this.
Money in the Bank is the main event, or maybe not the main event. Maybe one of the
Who
main.
knows with them anymore, right? It's this. Dun
John
dun dun.
John Cena, Logan
Do,
Paul
do,
versus
do,
Cody
do,
Rhodes and
do,
Jey
do, do,
Uso.
do. You know, that was my favorite actually when Paul Heyman did that. That whole, he came out on SmackDown, did do. He started singing John Cena's theme song. That was really funny. There's a gift of that somewhere online. But
Yep.
yes,
Who do you got in this match, Mad Dog?
who do you think? Who am I rapping? Who
I
am I wearing? Who do
I
you
think you
think?
got Logan Paul and John Cena.
I do, good sir.
What? That's
Let's see
crazy.
from and the 17-time world champion John Horatio Rodriguez Cena will win this match, and that was for the Mike Knox. Go check him out on Mondays, by the way, on Monday night 6 p.m. I believe. Go check him out. He also probably would agree with me and say John Cena, Horatio Rodriguez, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Mr. 17 belts, by the way, more than Ric Flair now, and Randy Orton, will win this match. What do you
Charmaine
think,
says
Big
John
Daddy
Cena
Cool?
sucks.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
Cactus Katie.
I would love.
I'm going to read this just like she wrote it.
She
She says, "I will buy Logan Paul's bathwater." I'm reading it just like Katie
Oh
wrote
my
it.
goodness. And the weird part is he probably would sell it too. That's the weird part.
Katie says she wants to buy it. So yeet, Charmaine says. Jeffrey is just shocked that Katie wants to buy Logan Paul's bathwater.
I don't
He's
blame you.
surprised.
I don't blame you, Jeffrey. I'm shocked too. Who wants to buy
Sabrina
Logan?
thinks that Jay and Cody are going to win. I will never pick Logan Paul in any match forever.
What do you think, Big Daddy Cool? You're the
What do
Raw
I
guy.
think?
You're the Jey Uso
Listen,
guy,
I
right?
think you have Cody Rhodes just coming back. The last time we saw Cody Rhodes, what happened to him? He lost at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can have Cody take 2 L's back to back. I think Cody and Jay win. I think Logan's going to take a pin here to make keep Cena looking strong. That's what's going to happen. This is probably not the main event. I think we're definitely
Might
probably
open
going to.
the show, right? Unless Lyra and Becky open the show. Unless
I
one of the
think you
Money
might
in the
have
Bank
this
matches.
match open the show, or the women's Money in the
Well,
Bank.
Jay,
match.
I don't know about that because Jay opened WrestleMania. I don't know if you remember that going back.
I
to
don't think
WrestleMania.
that has anything to do with it. I think it's just this is a hot match. Just get it over with.
Right.
Or the women's Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have the Seth match at the end. The men's Money in the Bank match be the main event. That's my guess.
EC says, our executive consultant says this will be the final match.
EC, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a big Lyra Valkyria fan, so we're just going to ignore that. Wait till Stephanie
So,
Vaquer starts
so,
selling her bathwater. Yeah, absolutely, George. Listen.
oh
I shouldn't
God.
have to buy it because
Oh
my friends
God.
should already have it for Christmas. So
Oh boy. Hold on here. Uh Bobby says here they're gonna have a get his rematch at SummerSlam. I'm going to that actually. I'll be at SummerSlam.
you're going to both
I'll let you
nights?
guys know. Yeah, I booked both nights. Yes, sir.
Wow,
I
that's
got the combo
crazy.
ticket. Yeah, and so is the price. Anyway, but
Look at Chris.
uh,
Chris, market. Who are you calling a mark?
wait, more. What the last man? I don't know if this is gonna be because sometimes Money in the Bank they have is the last match. Sometimes I say men's Money in the Bank is the last match. What do you think, Big Daddy?
I
Cool. What
think
do you
we've
think it's
already
gonna
talked
be?
about it.
I mean,
Charmaine picks
we did.
Alexa Bliss.
I like Alexa Bliss. I told you I saw that too, but I also told you I see her and Charlotte fighting at SummerSlam.
What's up with the random AEW wrestlers in the graphic? Listen, it's a generic graphic. What do you want us to change it every month? What are you, the design editor?
I mean, we do our best. Tony Storm was a WWE superstar at one point, or another, by the way.
Who?
As for all of them, this is going to be prediction show for all prediction shows going forward. So this will be AEW, this will be WWE, this will be, I guess, now AAA. If you can pull any card up or any matches up, I have no
I've
idea
got
what
them. I
you
don't have
think.
any graphics
Okay.
for it, but
Yeah, I don't have
I
graphics
will read them
neither
to you.
because I didn't know we were doing that, but let's do it
Why
anyway.
not? Let's do it. And probably nobody else is doing it, so let's just do it. All right.
Let's
So
do
I'm going to
it.
read you off
Yeah.
the matches. And
Okay.
there's 5 matches on the card. This card for Worlds Collide, WWE, it's NXT, AAA, Worlds Collide from Los Angeles. We got 5 matches on the card. I'm going to
Interfering.
start
Ooh.
with the Latino World Order. Dragon Lee and Cruz del Toro and Lince Dorado. I know you've been asking, where's Lince Dorado? Here he is. He's back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Versus Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and my personal favorite,
Listen,
Mr. Iguana. Who do you got?
just when I get to this comment, he lost another wrestler. Mariah May is now on the NXT
Thank you,
AEW.
Charmaine. That's
We
why I
did
love you,
talk
Charmaine.
about it a little bit earlier in the show about how
No, we
Mariah May
didn't.
switched companies, and hopefully WWE's paying her a lot more than AEW was. So
Listen, she's gonna get paid a lot
your
more.
face, my goodness. So who were the ones again? Because I don't
Dragon
know.
Lee, Cruz del Toro, and Lince Dorado versus
So
the team of
LWO, I know LWO. They're from WWE.
Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana. Mad Dog,
Ooh,
you love international wrestling. You watch indie wrestling. You
I
watch New
do,
Japan.
I do, I
Name
do.
me your favorite Mr. Iguana match. Go.
I don't have. I don't
You
watch Triple
you
H.
got to be kidding me. Wow. You know what my favorite Mr. Iguana match is?
Please enlighten us.
The last one.
Okay, I have to go look up the last one. What's the last one?
You got to look it up. It's so good that you should watch it.
You
The
should send it
George
to me and I'll
is
watch it.
George is
The
predicting
team.
of Iguana and
Yeah,
Aerostar.
yeah, I have to agree with George. I don't see WWE guys coming into AAA and just winning on their show.
The next match is going to be the NXT champion. This is for the NXT North American Championship. It's a fatal 4-way match.
Oh
It
God,
will
I know
have
this.
your NXT North American champion, Ethan Page,
I
versus.
know him. He used to be AEW too, Big Daddy Cool. Did you know that? Fun
No, I don't
fact.
know that. I only know NXT and after. You also have the young up and comer, bouncy Javon Evans.
I
You've
like
got the
Javon Evans. He's good.
Laredo kid, and you've got Ray Phoenix.
Oh,
Who
ooh, ooh,
this
ooh.
might be match of the night for Worlds Collide. Who do you
Yeah.
got in this fatal 4-way?
Oh my God. You know what? I would have to say because I don't think it's gonna be Ray Phoenix. He's main roster. I don't think they're gonna bring him down to NXT. I don't think that's gonna. I would have to say maybe Javon Evans. I'm gonna go with the dark horse on that. Go Javon Evans on that. I think it's his time. He's great in the ring. He's great on the mic. I think it's his time to finally get a championship. Javon Evans, Ethan Page finally loses. So there's a lot of comments coming in. So let me just check on some of
There
these
is. You
comments
know what I
here.
find funny before, as we go through these comments? I like that nobody
Please.
commented on the LWO versus Octagon Junior Aerostar and Mr. Iguana match because they didn't know any of those guys. And they were like,
Except for I think like two people.
they,
Says his
they were
guy
like,
is Javon
screw it. I'm
Evans.
going to
I
sit
agree.
this one out.
Javon Evans to win
Oh, look,
here.
Javon Evans is over.
Um, says Ethan Page is keeping the title.
No. Wait, just said, hold up a second. Hold up, said, here you're saying Javon Evans.
No, I
And
think
then
that
here
was
you're
Page.
saying Ethan is keeping the title. So
Oh no, wait, he didn't say that.
pick a guy. How are you picking two guys, said? What are you doing?
Say that, my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Chris is a bozo.
Easy,
Outside of
yeah.
NXT in Las Vegas, I told this man that Javon Evans is on the come up, and this man refused to believe this.
He is.
He
I
still
can see
refuses
it.
to believe it. That's why he picked Ethan Page.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they put the belt on Ethan Page so quickly,
Nah, he's
right?
been taking so many losses that he needed to win the title so that way he regains some relevancy. The unofficial camera woman says Ethan Page might somehow retain, but I'd love to see the young OG bounce his way to victory. I think a lot of people feel this way. And listen, Sabrina, she knows her stuff. NXT host Tuesday nights.
Absolutely.
Guys, you're watching Unpopular Review prediction show for Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide. We are done with the Money in the Bank portion. If you missed it, rewind it back, play it again 5 times. Send this to your mom if she loves wrestling. Send it to your ex-girlfriend if she likes wrestling and hates you. And if you didn't like this show, send it to your ex-girlfriend anyway. Maybe she hates you even more. So who's next? We've got Jeffrey.
Oh, me. I'm gonna go through our comments here because there is a lot here. Yeah, go ahead. You tell me the next match.
Jeffrey says, I would like to have the Laredo Kid or Javon, but
Okay.
Ethan will retain. What is everybody saying Ethan is going to retain?
Because everybody likes him. They're all in on Page, baby. It's all ego, right? That's his thing.
He's the only successful Page in all of professional wrestling right now.
The other one might be coming back.
The other one's going to lose to Moxley. Please, you're out of your mind. Do you think that Chad will win his wrestling Lucha Libre match? We're going to get to that in a second. So hold tight. Hang tight. Says, I'm just a Javon fan. Oh, well, isn't everybody? Except for this man. I like
Javon. I think he's a great young talent who's, getting a lot.
Steve, tell everyone how well you do in picking matches. Go ahead. Listen, every month, every pay-per-view, every PLE, unpopular review, the hosts, we all pick who predicts the most matches, and they become the world champion of a mirage, of a make-believe title that doesn't exist, a make-believe trophy. And so sometimes I go wild. I pick wild.
You do.
I think I've won in the 4 or 5 years that I've been with Unpopular Review. I've only won this silly thing once. I think this past AEW, I didn't even pick any matches because it's AEW.
You didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it.
So yeah, I have bad luck picking because I go wild. I don't follow the norm like most of you marks.
Yeah.
I like to think wild and think crazy and be creative.
Right.
No,
the only one,
Page, but he's winning.
Sure. The only one I ever won was this year's Revolution because I look at that wrestling research. So yeah. But no, this card's stacked. The whole day is stacked with just complete wrestling action. Who's the next match as we go through the rest of these comments here?
Who's the next match? Let's jump into the match that Charmaine was waiting for.
Yes.
This is the singles match for the, follow me here, the AAA Mega Campeonato. Chad Gable.
Not Americano. Americano's the first, apparently.
Chad Gable.
I'm learning that tonight on air.
El Hijo del Vikingo. He's the champion. He just won the title from Alberto Del Rio.
They spoiled that, by the way. You know that, right? I actually put that in our chat. I said WWE spoiled the match because they made this match official before Vikingo actually ended up winning against Del Rio.
Listen, it's only spoiled if you were really watching it. But if you don't watch it,
I
then
didn't watch that, so I don't know. But I found out he won, and I was not
I remember that
surprised.
day, Mad Dog. You said you didn't watch it because you were busy catching up on Aerostar videos. You were like, I need to do my homework on Aerostar because he's gonna be on this pay-per-view, right?
I guess, yeah, you're gonna have to send me some stuff because I don't know what you're talking about.
George says it's the main event and Hijo del Vikingo wins. Mad Dog, who you got in this match? You got Chad
Yeah.
Gable or Hijo del Vikingo?
I got Vikingo all the way. He's gonna retain. There's no way Chad Gables walks out with the Triple A title.
I don't know, man. I think he
Oh,
does. I'm
goodness
gonna
me.
get crazy, and I'm
Don't
gonna
worry.
see. This is why I never win this this stupid make believe championship, because I do wild predictions, and this is
Yeah,
gonna be my wild
yeah.
prediction of
Go
this
ahead.
card.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pick Chad Gable to win.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Chad Gable only because I think it will make more noise. It will shake the internet wrestling community to talk about this pay-per-view or whatever PLE on YouTube, and more
Yeah.
people will go back and watch it on YouTube. Chad Gable winning.
Well, this whole event will be on YouTube, by the way. So that's
Yeah, that's
exactly
the only
why.
way to watch it. Don't turn on your Peacock, everybody.
Well,
When
do
it
do
comes
for Money in the
to
Bank.
Sunday afternoon, don't open up your Peacock and look for your Peacock and look for this show because it's not there. It's gonna happen only on YouTube. So open up
What
your YouTube. Don't be
what
looking for your
match are you
Peacock.
looking forward to for both, Big Daddy Cool? For both shows, since we're talking about both shows tonight, what
You know what?
match are you looking forward to? One and Money in the Bank.
I'm glad you asked
I
because
had to ask.
obviously for Money in the Bank, I'm looking forward to the women's Money in the Bank match because my
Of
champion is
course.
going to win that match. For this show, also, I am looking forward to the next match
Yeah, I
that
wanted
we're
to get
going to
into this.
review.
Uh,
And this match, Mad
just
Dog,
want to get
might just
some of
blow
these.
up the internet.
Hold
You,
on. This one, I just had to. Charmaine says he's going to destroy Chad
that's
Gable.
Hijo.
Uh,
If I'm
uh,
going to teach anything, it's going to be some Spanish tonight, Mad Dog. Hijo
okay.
is going to destroy Chad.
Hijo is
That's
going
right.
to
The H is
destroy
silent in
the Chad.
Spanish.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for teaching me. See, you learned
You're welcome.
something new. The women's tag match. That's our next match, wrestling
The
dog.
one tag
Go
match,
ahead.
otherwise, the match that's going to destroy the internet. There's so much hotness in this
I
match.
can't wait for this match. By the way,
And it is Stephanie Vaquer, my champion, and Lola Vice.
oh my
Oh
god, I
my
can't wait
God.
for this
Everybody,
match.
hold on to
I
your
can't wait
hats.
for this match.
Hold on to your glasses. Hold on to your pants. You know, I used to say this a lot, and I'm going to bring it back. I don't know about you, Mad Dog, but this match, I'm going to watch it with my pants down.
I did not need to know that, and neither did the world.
Yep. Listen, I'm just telling them everybody's going to.
Oh my
There's going to be a
goodness.
lot of guys watching this match with
My
their pants down.
goodness.
Just
I did not
let's be
need to
real.
know that. TMI.
So
TMI.
Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice versus Chick Tormenta and Dallas. You know, I was talking to Chris, the executive consultant, over the weekend.
Yeah.
And this man, he told me so much about Dallas. I didn't even know this man knew, like, he knew her astrological sign.
Still have a
He
job.
knows her finishing move. This man is such a Dallas fan. This man said that he doesn't own any WWE merch, but he owns like 5 Dallas shirts. And I was like, how did you get them?
Really?
And he's like, I imported them. I know a guy. His name
I
is
know a guy
Fidel. He knows a guy, Fidel in Orlando, that gets these AAA shirts, and
That's
he gets
so
them from
cool.
Fidel.
That's so cool.
So I know that EC is picking Chick Tormenta and Dallas, and he's also going to lose that match because that's what he is. He picks bums and losers.
I gotta support Little Cuba. Yeah, I agree with that. There, I'm gonna go with Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice for this as well. I want to see.
Jeffrey's going to be watching this match with his pants down. Don't lie to me, Jeff. I know you. I've seen you.
I did not need to know any of that. Oh my goodness. Not surprised I heard.
Not surprised I've heard Steven say that before.
Oh
See,
my
Sabrina
goodness.
knows me too well.
Yeah, she does. Hold on here. Serene says she will see me at SummerSlam night 2. Awesome. I will be there. Make
Oh,
sure you
Charmaine,
look out
I
for me.
say hi to Lewis for me. I saw your comment when we threw it up earlier. I just forgot to mention it. So what's up, Lewis?
Hi, Lewis. Anyway, we got here, I don't know about that. You see, I don't know. He sounds
I'm
pretty
telling you, I've seen this
convincing.
man. He's a
He
big
sounds
Dallas
pretty
fan.
convincing to me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, I gotta go. Stephanie Vaquer, Lola Vice, NXT. Like I think Cactus said, or everyone's been saying, she's over the moon right now. I'm still sticking with Rhea Ripley, but I don't know, man. I'm feeling like maybe you're right. Maybe Stephanie will win that match of Money in the Bank. I don't know. Maybe
I'm
I'll
looking
join you on
forward
the
to who
dark
you're
side.
going to pick because in this
So
30-minute show that's now 40 minutes,
I don't even know,
we've
but that
already
way,
stopped talking about Money in the Bank, but yet you're still on the fence so much that I think you've actually picked all 6 competitors.
yeah, because I like all 6. That's the problem. I have a crush on all 6 of them, man.
So
I
you're going to be
mean,
watching that match with your pants down, is what you're saying.
no, I'm normal. Thank goodness. um, no, but
Doug, you're
no,
wild. The
like
last,
I
oh, let's see.
said,
Did we go through all these matches? One more match to
no,
go. Legado
yeah,
del
go for it.
Fantasma. That's the team of Santos Escobar, Angel, and Berto versus
Champion Trooper working double
El
starter. I agree with that completely.
versus the team of El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. This guy is a
Whoa.
legend. George knows
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Pagano and another legend, Psycho Clown. Have you ever
Okay.
watched a Psycho
I know
Clown match?
Psycho Clown, but I don't know the other
You do
ones.
know Psycho Clown.
I do
Psycho
know who he
Clown
is. Yes.
is
Yes.
world renowned. El Hijo
You
de
sent me
Dr.
some videos on him, and you were saying he's bigger than the AEW guys on AEW. So yeah,
AAA has their WrestleMania. It's called Triple Mania.
Cheaper
Triple Mania.
Mania, yeah, Cheaper Mania,
Triple
right?
Mania.
Cheaper Mania.
And
I'm trying.
so couple years ago, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. had probably one of the matches of the year. I picked it as match of the year.
Right.
George is saying it right now. See, he knows because I told him this was like 5 years ago. He said, I'm a big mark for El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
I'm gonna have to look him up after we get off the air.
He had a match with Blue Demon.
Okay.
Look that match up. It is
I will.
a banger. You want to see a real banger, not this nonsense
You know,
Dave Meltzer AEW bangers.
Those,
Watch
but they
that.
ain't winning. Oh,
But I got Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown on this match.
yeah. The only one I know really out of all this is Psycho Clown, so I'm just gonna go with him because that's the one I know. Yeah, and take your word for it.
That's right.
So
Jeffrey knows Dr. Wagner Jr. He sees him every time. When he's got like a sore throat, he goes to Dr. Wagner Jr. and he's telling him, Doctor,
yeah.
ayúdame.
Yeah,
That means help me.
okay, yeah. That's all of it, right? That's all the card.
That is the whole card for all of
that
it. Just
is
all of
the
it.
whole card. And honestly, I still don't know who. I think I'm gonna stay with Rhea, but Women's Money in the Bank. It's just like I said. I'm still on the fence about all of it, but I am excited for Saturday. Indeed, make sure you check out the Mike Knox show Sunday. He'll be going over all the action that happened Saturday night. So make sure you check that out. I think it's Sunday morning. I think around 11 or 12. So check that out. We got a couple more comments here. I want to throw some.
Who y'all got in tonight's battle between Elon and Trump? Wow.
Oh
Who
my
you got,
God!
Mad
Did
Dog?
you see that? I don't know.
It's a draw. It's a 60
Bill Gates interferes. That's what I have to say. Bill Gates
yeah?
will interfere in the match.
Wow.
Oh,
Guys, that's the Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank prediction show. Any last comments? Please throw them up and we will give you our thoughts on anything wrestling related and predictions related for this weekend's matches. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you like and subscribe to Unpopular Review Wrestling. If you love wrestling, if you like wrestling, if you enjoyed this, if you had a laugh or two, please like and subscribe and then share our channel with any other buddies that you like talking wrestling with. We love talking about wrestling and posting up wrestling content here.
We do, we do. We have a bunch of wrestling shows. I don't have them here, so I'm just gonna name them off of my trusty notepad I written down. I don't know if you know this, Big Day Cool, but I have a notepad of all our shows for both stations here at UPR. That's how committed I am to this here. So we have the Mike Knox shows. Check him out this Sunday, actually after Money in the Bank. Oh. Check him out every Monday after that, please, 6 p.m. Check the Mike Knox Show, hosted by Mike Knox, directed by Mike Knox, and produced by Mike Knox. Wow, that is a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast, ladies and gentlemen. After that, we have the Rated R Review Show, which is hosted by my partner over here for the night, Big Daddy Cool. Him, EC, and with Steamin' Willie Beeman, they will also find out what makes Beeman steamin'. I love that, by the way. I always watch it for Willie and his segment. I love it so much. You're just going, wow.
I didn't even do that one. That wasn't even me.
Oh my goodness. We have the NXT review show hosted by Wrestling Doll. And right now, it's Wrestling Dolls, the host there. We
And
have
guest.
All the Women and Friends review show. I'm on that show. I do a great news segment over there. Go, please check that out. And then on Thursdays, we do top fives and prediction shows, which is what you're watching here tonight. Money in the Bank 2025 prediction shows hosted by yours truly. Oh my goodness. And then on Sundays, we have a review show hosted by the Wardens, Zia Silent, and Vic. We have a bunch of entertainment stuff too, so check that out. Federation Tuesday reviews on Tuesday. We have Wolfpack movie reviews right now on Thursday nights, which is tonight's Thursday. They just got off the air and they did, I believe it was Revenge of the Nerds. So please go check that out.
Apropos.
Please go check that out. Okay, guys, I'm Matt Mad Dog. You have any other thoughts or comments? Or
I don't. Jeff says great prediction show, and George just wants to get a last minute plug for if you live in New York, go to Mike Santana's Puerto Rican weekend this Saturday at House of Glory in Queens.
There you go.
Hopefully the air conditioning is working.
They're getting up there, man. They're getting up there in name. You know, AEW's been using them a lot lately. A lot of the crossovers. With them. I don't know if you saw that recently, but yeah.
Yes. I didn't see it because I don't watch. I'm allergic to bad wrestling.
That's a shame. That's a shame because it was really some good wrestling. I gotta have you come back for an AEW prediction, so I gotta make sure to talk to EC about that. That's gonna be
just
even
started
funner.
talking about AEW now.
Well, I had to just for you. Anyway, I'm Matt Mad Dog here. That's my partner here, Big Daddy Cool. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time. I think it will be Night of Champions, so please stay tuned for that when we do the prediction show for that. I think that will be at the end of June. My boy John Cena will be going over to Saudi Arabia for the last time. Last time is now. All right, I'm Mad Dog. That's Big Daddy Cool. Go check out all of our channels and stuff, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.